right.
5 years after Hurricane Katrina, we're joined now by Congressman Charlie Melancon, whose district encompasses much of the wetlands directly in the path of the BP oil spill. He is teaming up with other Gulf officials for a new initiative called Ready for Takeoff, and it's very good to have you on the show this morning.
Tell us about the initiative, Congressman.
Well, basically, it's a coalition of Louisiana, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama coming together to do several things. One is to try and promote the escalation or the acceleration of federal revenue sharing for coastal restoration. The other is, of course, the seafood promotion. Encourage the government to start buying the safe seafood that we still do have coming from the Gulf. There's a lot of people, the industry is fearful that because of the oil spill that people are going to stop coming to the Gulf Coast, quit buying the seafood. And we need to kind of make sure that that doesn't happen, because if that occurs, we will experience some horrendous times. Also, the EADS 45 super tanker project based out of Mobile but reverberates out. And last but not least, the high-speed rail that would take us along the I-10 corridor and enhance travel along the coastal areas.
The president's coming to your area. What are you expecting from him?
Well, my expectations are never anything that I put out on the front end, because I like to be encouraged. We had Sean Donovan yesterday that announced over $100 million worth of Katrina follow-up we've been working on for 5 years now. So if Sean brought us $100 million, my expectation is that the president will bring us a nice big package of things that we've been working hard on for 5 years. A lot of fights with FEMA and the Corps and others trying to resolve issues. The bureaucratic process always seems to get in the way. What we found with this administration, it's about let's forget about process and let's work on what's right. As I told Sean Donovan yesterday, I said as a legislator, and I think as all legislators, we try and write legislation that works for the people. It's the bureaucrats that seem to think that it's their job to interpret it their way and determine who gets what.
Congressman Willie Geist here. I want to ask you about the 5th anniversary coming up on Sunday.
Morning, Willie.
Katrina's, good morning, landfall there 5 years ago. In the immediate aftermath of the disaster there, we heard every developer under the sun saying, we're going to come in here and we're going to rebuild New Orleans bigger and better than it ever was before. I go to New Orleans all the time because it truly is one of the greatest places on the face of the earth.
It is.
And the truth is that just hasn't happened 5 years later. Why is that?
Well, you know, a lot of the infrastructure hasn't really come back, and that's part of what we were resolving and Fugate with FEMA and trying to get projects lump sum together rather than each school or each sewage district or whatever. So the infrastructure hasn't really totally come back. The streets still have a ways to go yet. Mayor Landrieu has got a spirit ignited in the city, and hopefully we'll see it. I think a lot of it had to do with maybe just some politics that wore on people over the last couple of years, but I find there's a new spirit, not only just in Orleans, but down in St. Bernard and Plaquemines. In spite of the oil spill, the resiliency of the people, the desire to get things back, it's coming around, and hopefully with Mayor Landrieu, we will see the resurgence of the city as we used to know it. It's getting there. It's just taking a while.
All right, Congressman, well, thank you very much for your service and for being on the show this morning.
Thank you, Congressman.
Good to see you again.
It's good to be with y'all, and Peachy and I enjoy the music a lot in the morning.
Oh, good.
All right, thank you
Monday
so much.
on Morning Joe, comedian.
Well, the program's good too, but the music's good.
Music's better. You can say that. I understand.
He was saying he likes the music better.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we just be quiet and let the music take us away?
Okay, we could just make this a music video for the Congressman.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.